These so that should be okay. Okay, what are properties of reddish scoria?
Holes,
Mm-hmm.
red,
Mm-hmm.
smooth,
No, it's bumpy.
bumpy, bumpy, bumpy.
Okay, and in terms of size, how is it?
Small,
Okay, what about weight?
light,
Okay, basalt.
gray,
Mm-hmm.
white,
You could say gray or white or something like that.
but they're
Okay.
both there.
I see him put gray, so just stick with gray only. Okay. All right. Gray.
Gray,
Okay. What about?
small.
Uh-huh. What about its texture?
What texture?
Texture. How it feels.
Smooth.
Okay. So you need to know that.
And it's light.
Okay. Give me examples of describe some properties for me. Properties of wax.
Smooth, red,
When we say smooth, what are we talking about? If we say smooth, pointy, rough, what is that? What category is it? Start with a T.
texture,
Texture. Very good. Okay, what else? Properties of wax.
size,
Very good. What else?
color,
Okay, what else? Shape.
shape and light.
Okay, give me example of a wax that is small. Small wax.
Sand, gravel,
Okay. What about an example of a wax that's big?
massive,
Massive.
boulder.
Okay.
Massive boulder.
Okay. What tools do we use to see properties of wax much better or clearer?
Hand lens,
Very good.
and
How can we sort wax?
we can sort rocks better properties.
Okay, very good. And what are some of the properties which we just
Went over.
Mm-hmm. What are properties of wax?
Color,
Mm-hmm.
texture, weight,
Mm-hmm.
size, and shape.
Very good, very good. What happened when wax were rubbed together?
When rocks are rubbed together, rock dust comes down, and that's called sand.
Okay. When you rub wax together, what do you call that?
Sand dust.
When wax are rubbed together, what do they call that? What happened?
Sweatpants, the black pants.
You don't have any on the chair?
No, I put it in the dirty box last time. The other one I wore.
All right. Put your socks and your shirt. What happened when you rub wax together?
When you rub rocks together,
What do you call it?
rock dust.
It forms wax dust when you rub it together. But what? Please, Michael, your feet. What do you call it when you rub it together? There's a special name for it. Start with a W. When wax are rubbed together, they break into smaller pieces. What do you call that? I know you know it, because I just asked you. I'm asking you in reverse. Instead of giving you the word and then you give me the meaning, I'm giving you the meaning. Now you tell me the word. What do you call that? When wax rub together. Okay. When wax rub together and break into smaller pieces, it's called
Weathering.
weathering. That's it.
I thought it was called rock dust and then sand.
No, I give you the meaning and you just have to tell me. Okay. Which rock made bubbles when you put in water?
The rock that when you put in water and then it bubbles, it's red scoria.
Okay.
Red scoria. That's a pretty
Okay.
good question.
Alright, so I think that's it. You could, I should give you a little bit of math to review because this is,
Oh no.
well, Mark, it's very important. Alright, this here. Let's see, which one you done do? Let me look over. Your problem tends to be more with,
Word problems.
yep, word problems. Alright,
Oh my goodness.
you know, just do this page, okay? Just this. And then you're free.
Oh, okay then.
Okay, then tonight we'll focus more on it.
Math.
Here. Because your test is when? Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Alright, so just do this page, that's it.
Okay.
There's eraser,
And Scribby,
pencil. Mark, get it done. And then move the remote.
I'm gonna scribble all over this.
You better take your time and do it.
Okay
by
then.
6:35 a.m. early in the morning before they go to school. Yep. I'll get you your pens, Michael, in a few when Daddy gets up. But meanwhile, do your stuff. So today's workout was pretty decent. I did legs, 7 sets of everything. I started with leg press, then the squat machine. I record these two and I went and did calf raises. I recorded that. Then I went on to do leg extension. I started recording it. Then someone was using a machine right across from where I put the camera. I decided to stop recording. And then from this point on, I didn't record anything. So after that leg extension, I did hamstring curls. 7 set also. I did not record that. Then I was done pretty much. I did not do the band exercise because the gym, let me pause. Let me go straight. So I didn't do the band exercise because the gym has the area where I like to do my band exercise. They changed it. They removed all the machines that used to be in that area. They put like more functional stuff, which is good, and turf in that area. So I didn't do that. When I realized I was done, I still had some energy, and I felt like I wanted to do some more stuff. So I decided to do some abs. So that area where I just said they remove the machines, they have a woman chair for, I guess you could do dips, you could do pull-ups, you could do leg lifts. So they have one similar to that upstairs, which has the Basu ball in the back. So I decided to do some leg lifts. I did 2 sets of 10, and then after that I went and did something for my lower back. I didn't record any of these. Once the area was a bit, there were not a lot of people, but it would be awkward if I pull my camera and start either recording or take pictures. So I didn't do anything. So one of these days, before I edit this video, I will take a picture and show you how this area is. It's completely different in a good way and in a bad way, because the machine that I usually anchor my band is no longer there. So I have to find a different way of doing that. So one thing I realized, my first exercise. Hi, how are you?
And how are you?
Yeah,
Have a good day.
you too. Okay, another parent. Let me go this way. When I was doing not calf raise, the very first exercise, leg press, when I finished all 7 sets, what I realized was that it took me 7 minutes and 33 seconds. So it's about a minute per set. And the rest time in between could be plus or minus. Maybe I try to do 20 seconds. The first set, after my first set, I didn't even take 20 second rest because, let me cross. When my body is fresh like that, I think I probably take 10 seconds maybe. And from the time I put a line on the paper that I was marking my sets, and then just went back. So usually the first 3 sets, my rest time is sometimes less than 20 seconds. But as I continue to the next following set, my rest time is longer, so it evened out where my rest time from the previous have added to the other one. So it's all good. So the reason I decided to do it like this again, last time I did leg routine, I did 7 sets of everything. What happened was that the following day my butt was hurting. I didn't know why it was hurting because I hardly work my glutes. So when I realized it was the exercises, the way that I did them, that's why I decided to do it again today. So yeah, that's it. But when I get home, I'll discuss something else. I'm not going to talk about my exercise. I got that out of the way while I'm walking. All right, October 29th, and it's 9:26 a.m. I just came from the gym. On my way here, I did a little video explaining my workout. So before I take a shower, I had some stuff in mind. It's very minor. I'm not gonna go over my workout. I already did. Usually, lately I realize when I'm editing videos, because every clip I sort of repeat myself. I don't know why I don't cut it, but I still left them in. But anyway, so yesterday I went to pick up my son at his school, my youngest, at his after school program. And there was this little boy waiting for his mom to pick him up. And I overheard, the security and, people who work at the school talking about, is the mom on the phone or back and forth. So I took it upon myself and I told the little boy, I asked him, why don't you do your homework while you're waiting? And the little boy says, no, I usually do my homework in the morning. So this is why I'm bringing this up. Everybody have their own system. My system is not the best way, but it prompted me to think about how you train your kids in the future. The kid is sitting there doing absolutely nothing. And my kids know, like if for instance they're waiting for the bus, there's a period of time where my oldest is out of school, and the bus system that usually go to my oldest facility drop off those kids, and then after they drop off those kids, they go to my youngest's school to pick up the youngest. So between those time, there's free time where the kids go either play or do their homework. My youngest knows while he's waiting for the bus is to do his homework. All I have to do once he gets home, all I have to do is check it for him. If there's a mistake, we work it together. But if you're training your kids, and also another thing I want to add to that is that once they come home from school, they take off their clothes, their jacket, wash their hands. If they want to eat a little snack, they could eat or whatever, but they cannot play. The first thing after they do all the other stuff I mentioned, the next thing that they have to do is tackle the homework, get the homework out of the way, and then they're free. Free in terms of after dinner, and they could play. But that's what I mean by that. And they have more time to stay a little bit. They go to bed at 8:30. My oldest, sometimes 8:30 didn't even come. He's already tired. He doesn't even use all of his time anyway. So the thing I'm trying to say is that kind of training, teaching your kids to do stuff last minute, it's not a good thing. The kid is sitting there at the school, doing absolutely nothing, just sitting there. And I heard one of the teachers ask, are you hungry, this and that? They went and get him something. So he was there for a very long time. And while he's there, he could have tackled a couple of homeworks. So it's like, I don't know how people train their kids when you teach your kids, you train your kids to do things last minute. It's not good, because when they're working, depending on what kind of job, if it's an office or something like that, he's gonna have that system where he waits the last minute to do a project or something like that. So again, I'm not saying my system is the best way, but leaving things last minute, I know is not the best way. Yeah, like for instance, this morning, my kids got up. I think my oldest is done with his test, but my youngest have tests coming up. He has some already, but there's some more that he needs to do. Today he has a science test. So since they sent him home with the study list, we've been studying it. But we focus more on things that's first, right? Then once I know he knows the test that he's gonna take first, then we start touching, reviewing some of the ones that gonna come later on. That way, when the time come, at least some of those terms and stuff already in his brain. And so this morning, what we did is that we just reviewed the science. I don't think I reviewed, did I? I might have, but we reviewed the science that he's gonna have the test this morning. And then once he was done, it was still 6:00, 6:30 or something like that. And he has a math test tomorrow. I give him some stuff to do for math, just to for a review. But he doesn't have the math test today. But he already knows the stuff that's on the review for the science. But we review the math. So yeah, you don't train your kids to do things last minute. Get them to teach them to do things right away, get it out the way, or at least when you start doing the stuff now as a little bit early, if you come and encounter some problem, at least you know what you have to do. If you have to do more research, if you have to do get more information different places, you could get it, and then by the time the project is due or the homework is due, you already tackle all the little nits and bits, that you were having problem with already and stuff like that. So yeah, that come to mind, and I was like, you know what? Let me express my thought. Again, my system is not the best system, but definitely I know living thing last minute is not the best also. So yeah, that's it.